A brilliant scientist disappeared without a trace. For months, investigators searched for answers. Then, a shocking discovery deep in a remote forest raised even more questions. The find provided some answers, but it also opened a chasm of new, unsettling questions. The case began with a quiet, empty chair. The initial news alerts were stark. They flashed across television screens with a cold, digital finality. The word hung in the air, a sudden and profound void. For months, people searched for answers. The city held its breath. The truth remained just out of reach, hidden in the shadows between what was known and what could only be imagined. His name was Dr. Mark Evans, a distinguished scientist at a national research center. His work on advanced energy systems and materials science pushed industries forward. Awards lined his shelves. His name appeared on dozens of papers. He mentored young scientists, patiently guiding complex problems. He captured ideas in worn, black notebooks, precise and meticulous. At home, he lived a quiet, unassuming life, a dedicated family man, a husband and father who cherished a close-knit circle. He found solace in simple pleasures, long walks and good books. He kept to a strict routine, waking before dawn. He worked focused hours and called home every day at the same time. The day he vanished began like any other. Meetings, lab work, nothing unusual. When he didn't return that evening, his family assumed he was working late. His phone stopped pinging. His office sat exactly as he left it. His car remained in place. Concern turned to fear. After 48 hours, they called police and reported him missing. Investigators began the painstaking work of constructing a timeline. They pulled CCTV from the lab and nearby businesses. They analyzed phone records, purchases, and emails. The last confirmed sighting, a gas station convenience store a few miles from work. He bought water and a newspaper. The clerk remembered a tired but calm man, a brief call to his wife, a text to reschedule a meeting, a simple professional email. After that final keystroke, the trail went cold. No camera showed him leaving. A witness reported a man like Mark near a forest trail, miles from home and work. Another saw a slow, dark sedan on a remote road. Descriptions were uncertain. The timeline had inexplicable gaps. Small, scattered clues that raised more questions than answers. Police escalated from a welfare check to a full missing person investigation. Teams searched roads, parks, the research campus, and his home. Canine units and drones joined the effort. Volunteers arrived. The town rallied. Newsrooms amplified the case. Posters plastered storefronts and poles. Detectives reviewed hours of video and interviewed everyone close to Mark. Daily briefings urged tips. Leads trickled in, some promising, many false alarms. Cold rains turned fields to mud. The woods nearly impassable. Still, teams pushed on, urgency rising. National attention grew. People shared his photo, their theories, and their prayers. The search continued with quiet, desperate intensity, a race against a louder clock. Weeks later, a hiker deep in a remote forest made a grim discovery and called 911. Police arrived, struggling up a narrow service road. They secured a wide perimeter and brought in recovery specialists. Beneath towering trees, they found human remains. The site was hauntingly still. Every inch was photographed, mapped, and documented. They looked for footprints and personal items amid fallen leaves and needles. A distinctive pen, like Dr. Evans carried, emerged from the soil. Days later, the lab confirmed the identity through dental records and DNA. The family received devastating confirmation first. A public statement followed. The search was over. Grief spread through the city and his workplace. Candles, flowers, silence. Was it an accident? The forest's steep ravines and treacherous footing can disorient even experienced hikers. A fall or a sudden medical event, a heart attack or stroke, was plausible. Was it suicide? Investigators reviewed his effects and spoke at length with family and close friends. He had projects and plans. Yet, people can hide pain remarkably well. Or was it murder? The remote location raised chilling questions. Small, ambiguous details surfaced. A single footprint, a snapped branch, a torn piece of dark fabric. Ultimately, the cause of death was classified as undetermined. Weather and time likely erased crucial traces. The forensic results were not clear-cut. Experts disagreed. The case remained a puzzle with no single solution. The big questions remained unanswered. The forensic work continues. Samples retested, data reanalyzed. Analysts comb his phone and work computer, probing encryption and recovered messages. New tips arrive. Detectives follow each one and revisit witnesses. Search areas expand, looking for discarded items. Online communities dissect reports and documents, some helpful, some harmful. Media seek new angles and expert insight. The department is clear, the case remains active. New tech aids the search, soil and GIS to trace a path. Old-fashioned police work continues, a slow, methodical grind toward truth. A respected scientist, a man of logic and reason, vanished without warning. Months later, a lonely forest provided a partial answer, and many new questions. The case tapped basic fears: safety, mental health, and hidden pressures. A respected scientist vanished without warning. Months later, a discovery provided some answers, but not all of them. The mystery remains, and investigators continue searching for the truth. If you enjoy true crime investigations, unsolved mysteries, and hidden truth documentaries, subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos. The search for what happened to Dr. Mark Evans is, in the end, a search for meaning that may remain just beyond our grasp. Thank you for watching.